off camera like they did in the old Carson show. Gosh, this is... Why do I wear these frumpy shirts all the time? I'm gonna style it up a bit.
Uncle Bob in his wood.
I'd like to start sharing with you some of what I call my cautionary tales. They're like after-school specials, but without Scott Baio. These are true stories from my life. I tell you, these stories make me laugh now, but back in the day when they happened, they were mortifying. These are mostly cautionary tales on the dangers of using alcohol. I'm not saying that you shouldn't go out and get plastered from time to time, especially if you're young. Do it, have fun while you're young, have sex, make an idiot of yourself. I guess just don't make too much of an idiot of yourself. Happily, I stopped drinking entirely in 1988. I stopped drinking for a number of reasons, but I think this story will help illustrate why. My friend Mary, she wanted to have a dinner party for some friends of hers that were recently married. It was a really nice idea on Mary's part, but her first mistake was inviting me. The second was serving alcohol. Mary was really nervous a day or so before the party, so she had me over to assess the situation. In the day, I only lived a few blocks away. I figure we must have discussed the food she would be serving, but I honestly don't remember the part about the food. Alcoholics don't remember the food. Usually they're not that interested in food. I remember in those days consciously eating only enough so that I didn't dry heave at the end of the night. I ate only enough to make sure that I had something to throw up. So she's all, I don't know what they like to drink, Bob, so I got a bit of everything. And then she opens up this liquor cabinet. It was like she opened the portal to another dimension. All that booze, and I'm not even kidding, there was scotch and vodka and gin and rum. Heaven to me was just being plastered and naked all the time, basically. I mean, fluffy clouds or wings or flying, milk and honey. What's milk and honey? I don't know anybody who has milk and honey. Nope, plastered and naked and maybe throwing a few penises. That was heaven to me. The day of the party, I must have arrived an hour early. I'm sure I was just sitting around clutching a bottle or something before they even showed up. I was drunk before the first course. The cat's playing with some paper over there, and I kind of hope that stops. So already, I think I'm beginning to black out, and we're just sitting around the table. It's already getting blurry, and I'm already making a conscious effort to keep my composure or what have you. And I guess Mary must have started serving the dinner, and she put out wine. Oh God, I had my hand up Alan's leg. I don't remember. It must have been after dinner on the couch, because I'm not sure how you do that during dinner. I might have found a way. Next thing I remember, I was naked on Mary's couch. Somehow, whenever I drink, I love to get naked. Isn't that the same for everybody? Get drunk and take your clothes off. I've never seen a booze ad that went that way, but but why at Mary's party? For who? To what end? All the ways Mary could respond after I'd wrecked her dinner, embarrassed Alan's wife. I was now naked on the couch in the living room. Alan was hiding in the basement and they were cleaning up in the kitchen. I mean, how does someone respond to that when their guest is naked? If they're all naked, that's great. That's a different kind of a party. She could have screamed, she could have yelled and asked me to leave. She could have taken a totally different approach. Are you not feeling well, Bob? Do you need a blanket? Are you cold? Mary said, Bob, put your clothes on. I did end up leaving. I went to Mary's house back onto a park, so I decided to go for a swing with my clothes on. But somewhere along the line on the way home, I lost a shoe. And because I wrecked her dinner party so early in the day, my parents were still up and watching TV in the basement in a room right beside my bedroom. And I remember consciously thinking, okay, all I have to do is act sober long enough to get down the stairs and to say goodnight to Mom and Dad, and this one's gonna fall on the bed and sleep. You know how drunks think they look sober? I've had an awful lot to drink, but I look surely sober. I'm fluent in a number of languages, but ever since I stopped drinking, I don't understand drunk.
If you have this kind of, if you would ever want to take this, how do I use it? And every time you get a thing, you're gonna have to photo. And now, and I don't mean like yesterday or sometime. I just, why doesn't anyone want to ever talk?
And it's weird. It's a kind of a Dutch. I was really just that bad. So I'm wandering down the steep stairs to the basement, missing a shoe and I think grass stains on my pants. Mumbled something like, "Good night, Mom and Dad." Mary and me had a road trip the next day. I thought it was probably canceled, but she was gracious enough to take me. It was a very quiet, very long 4-hour drive. And amazingly, we're still friends today. That's more a testimony to Mary than anything. And I think she's rather pleased that I don't drink anymore. So just remember, kids, have fun, get a little drunk. It's alright to make a bit of an ass of yourself. But you know you're drunk when your hand's way up Alan's leg and you've passed out naked on Mary's couch.
Good night, Mom and Dad.